when I was younger, my dad paid me for scoring goals. And as I've grown older, the better I did on the field, the more quote unquote pride they would have for me. And so one of the things I'm very conscious of now, we have a young daughter, our youngest, she plays soccer. One of the things that's the most important to me is to not get too high or low about any kind of performance that she has. And I never say, I'm proud of you, because I want her to know that whether she does well or doesn't do well, that I love her no matter, like, that I just love her, period. And then the story in the book, I think that we talked about, is it the cake pop story?
Oh gosh, yes.
I'm very new to the family. I'm still like getting to know the kids. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to really I'm going to court them. I'm going to really throw the
love bomb them.
Yes. So we were in line to get a coffee, and the kids, I see that they have got cake pops on the menu, and I turned back and I was like, hey girls, you guys want a cake pop? And they said yes. And so I order the cake pop at the drive-through window, and I said, can I have cake pops? And they said, yeah, how many would you like? And I said, I'll take all of them. And Glennon was like, wait, no. Like, that's not what we're doing here. That's not parenting. And I'm like, oh, really? I didn't get it. And so now it's like a family joke, because I'm like, how much, what do you guys want? And they're like, I would like all of them.
All the cake pops. Yes. Yeah. All the everything. Yeah. But it's so easy to fall into, right? Because you want to kind of get your kids to think that something's rewarding, right? Your dad, maybe not the best strategy, but he wanted you to think that like scoring goals was rewarding. So it's like, I'll slap this other external thing on you. I'll pay you to do it. And what we forget is that our psychology is set up that when you add an extrinsic reward to something, you pay somebody or you give love and cake pops, then that makes you kind of feel completely empty when it comes to the intrinsic rewards. Like that's the quickest way to make your kid hate soccer or feel like the only goal of soccer is to like do it just so you can get the money afterwards or something.
Yep. That's exactly right, Laurie.
Even the pride, bless all of our hearts. Like we're just doing the best we can. And like parenting is so hard and confusing. I do try to think about the thing that I'm saying feels like a gift. I'm proud of you. Feels like a gift. But what is the shadow side of saying that? Like, I'm proud of you because you did well in a game. The implicit in that is I am less proud of you when you do not do well in a game.
Mm-hmm. There's a because in there. I'm proud of you because ... right?
I think parenting, what it comes down to is if we can control the centering of ourselves through the lens and through the experience of our children, and we can regulate ourselves to not need that affirmation, then I think that a lot of parenting issues would get solved. Because when I say that I'm proud of you, I am now centering my opinion of you more than you, your life, and your experience. So what we say is, I'm so happy for you. Because that is how I feel. I feel so happy for you. And it gives them the autonomy of the experience. And it also takes my experience and what matters to me out.
Yeah.